Hey friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Julia. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, I'm glad that you're back. Today, I'm the kind of girl that likes to say what's on my mind. So that's really what my channel is about. I'm trying to figure out what I really want to do with it. But for right now, we're gonna say what's on our mind. So today I want to talk about embracing your singleness. Embracing being single or doing all that you can while you are single as a Christian girl. So, a little backstory. Um, I've been single close now to for almost 5 years. I've been single for close to 5 years. And that's crazy to think about now. But like sometimes it feels like it, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it'd be like, all right, Lord. But sometimes it just be like, I'm just here. I'm just doing what I need to do. So I've been single for almost 5 years. I've been celibate for almost 2 years. So after I broke up with my ex, I was involved with somebody and then was celibate for 2 years after that situation. And then I broke my celibacy. And then after that, I'm now celibate again for almost 2 years again. So back on the ball. But right now we're just gonna go into how my single season has been and what has helped me and how I have been embracing being single these past 5 years. That, like I said, don't really feel like it, but sometimes when I think about it, it feels like it. So this video might be a little all over the place. I wanted to take notes before I came on here, but I was like, I don't know. So I did take some notes. I took a few, like just basic notes on my iPad, but we just gonna go with the flow. So little story time. So we know as girls period, not even like just a Christian girl, as girls we tend to, after a breakup, we tend to change things up, whether it be like cutting our hair or doing something different or whatever. So my ex and I were together for almost 3 years. I in a way I thought we would get married because like you with somebody for a long time, you just feel like that should happen. And I thank God now, but I really be thanking God because he dodged the bullet with that. But anyway, God was telling me like this was not for me, that relationship was not for me. And I felt like at a point I felt like love had to hurt a little bit to, you gotta endure hurt to be loved for real. And it took me a while because that was my longest relationship. Like I had little relationships like during college, during high school, but it wasn't really nothing. And after a while I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I did say to myself, I said like, if you don't propose to me after by our third anniversary, I'm gonna break up with him because there's no need for us to be together. Because I am of true belief that men know who they're gonna marry or if they want to marry you or not, like pretty much from the get-go. So like I said, we were young and it was a lot. So after that breakup was in the beginning of 2020. So the beginning of 2020 we broke up, and then we all know what happened in 2020. So I was living with my parents at the time, and I suggest you never move in with a boyfriend, but we'll discuss that in another video. But I never lived with my ex, but I'm just saying I was still with my parents at the time, but I would go to my ex's house often. So when we broke up and everything got shut down, we when when things happen, it was like a constant, like, sometimes you do go back to your ex for a minute. Sometimes it just happens, like, we couldn't talk to nobody. Nobody was really talking to anybody. Nobody could meet anybody. So we just um, got together every now and then, hung out after our breakup, and that was pretty much it. So after a while, I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. So we stopped. Um, he wanted to stay friends and everything, but I didn't see no purpose in us staying friends. We didn't have any ties to each other. We don't have any children. We didn't have anything really to tie us together, and I didn't want to be like, if we're not together and we've been together for so long, what's the need of us being friends? That was my thought. So I was like, yeah. So I just blocked him. I blocked my ex after a while, and he DM'd me on like social media or whatever, but after a while we just stopped talking. Anyway, let's get to the singleness thing. So completely after our breakup, I was really hurt, as we are always hurt. So my big thing that I decided to do was I wanted to move out my parents' house. Um, so I ended up moving out of my parents' house at 25. I'm going to I might make a whole video about that, because like I said, I feel like every young woman, single young woman, should live by herself for at least a year before you get married. At least I just feel like having my own space provided me so much, like, gave me so many responsibilities, and it provided me with so much growth. Let's say that. So I got my own place, and I bought everything for my place. And then after about a year of being in my place, I was like, all right, I think I'm ready to start dating again. So my friend she met her boyfriend on online dating. She met him through the League. If y'all know what the League is, it's an online dating site. So she got me signed up with the League. So I did the League for a minute, and I only got a couple days out of it, and I could tell, like, the Lord was like, no, 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 we're not online dating. So um and I should have known, because the men I met on there, it didn't work out. So I was like, no. So after that whole thing, and I dealt with somebody for a minute, but then, like I said, it didn't work out. And I was at the point in my life where I just healed. I did the work, and at this point in my life, I'm not accepting any foolishness. Like, if I feel like you presented me with some foolishness, I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna be all done with it. I just don't have time. I just don't have time. So I don't want to deal with the foolishness, and I was just like, no, no. So I just left it alone. So after that, I began to first off really build my relationship with the Lord. Like, truly, honestly build my relationship with the Lord. Wasn't looking to date anybody. I said, like, I felt I was all done dating. I always said, like, oh, I might meet my husband at the grocery store or just out and about. So I always try to make sure I look pretty when I go out. But I was like, I'm not out there looking for anybody at all. And I think that's the big thing. Like, we don't have to look for anything. Us as women, we don't have to look for anything. We just present ourselves and be the best person we can be, the best woman we can be, the best godly woman we can be, and that's that. So if a man see it, he see it. If you don't, he don't. You just make sure you good within yourself. So that was my thing. So I started building my relationship with the Lord, start asking him, like, what can I do, Lord? Like, help me in what you would have for me to do during this time in my life. Show me clearly, because I'm like, Lord, you made me. You know all about me, but you know your daughter a little slow. So I'll be like, show me clearly. Show me clearly what you want me to do. So um, the Lord was just talking to me about some different things. So one of the first things I did was travel. So 2020, we was all locked in the house. 2021, your girl was outside. Your girl was outside. I took my best friend and we decided that we wanted to take a trip. I took five trips in 2021. Yeah, I think I took 5 trips in 2021. And I might put some pictures up, but went to Mexico, Miami, Vegas, St. Thomas. It was 2021 was a vibe. It was a vibe. So I went, and I was backtracking a little bit. Once I broke up with my ex, and I really was like, Lord, I'm all done. Like, you have to heal my heart from this, The Lord just start, when I say passing out blessings, the Lord was passing out blessings. I had got promoted at my job. I got a new car. I had got my apartment at that time, approved my apartment at that time. It was just so much. It was just so much. The Lord told me, let it go. And when I let it go, he was like, all right, now I can bless you. And that's sometimes something we have to do sometimes. This video might be longer than I expected it to be, but sometimes we have to do that. Like, if the Lord tell you let something go, he said, once you let this go, I can bless you, So the Lord just started pouring down blessings. And so like I said, I took trips, got my relationship right with the Lord. And I'm gonna continue to build my relationship with the Lord. I think my relationship with the Lord grew in 2021, but in this past year, it has really grown. Like, our relationship with the Lord continues to evolve, but like I said in previous videos, I've been a Christian girly all my life. I've known the Lord pretty much all my life. I got baptized when I was like 4 or 5. I've known the Lord. I go to church regularly. I serve in church. That's another thing, serving in church. I'm an usher at church, so it's just different things you can just do during this time. So moving on, let me go back to my notes so I won't be sidetracked. I'm already getting sidetracked. So we talked about the online dating. Get your health right. Like, I began to start exercising, doing things. I know I'm a woman that wants to have children one day. Want to make sure everything was in order. I went to got some appointments, make sure everything was in order. Because I am a single woman approaching 30 with no lover in my bed. If y'all know what that lyric is from, put it down below. But I know I wanted children. The Lord told me to stop online dating. I started to get my health together, minding my business. Drink your water and mind your business. So, y'all, if you just mind the business that pays you, don't get involved in other people's mess, other people's drama, I promise you'll have a happier life. You'll have a happier life. When people try to involve me in things or say stuff about stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, I hear you. Good luck. Like, that's it. Of course, I'm gonna be empathetic. Of course, I'm gonna be, provide feedback if asked. I don't provide feedback unless I'm asked to provide feedback. But when I go home, I'm all set with it. I'm not gonna let it bother me. I have my own things to worry about. So mind your business. And I guarantee you, skin clear up, you'll be much happier. You'll be much happier. So let's say that. Another thing, new hobbies. In my single season, I have embraced having new hobbies. So I got skating lessons, roller skating lessons. Never, I always wanted to learn how to skate, but like, girl, just I was shaking. I was taking the lessons. I was I was shaking and seeing these little children because the class was for all ages, and I'm not saying I was the oldest person there, but like seeing those little children just zoom past me, they all skating backwards. They just going, they jumping in the air, and I'm sitting there like legs shaking. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But I'm so happy I did it, and I will continue to go to the next set of classes. Next, reading. Like in my previous videos, I have a Kindle now. I stay in my Kindle almost all day, every day. I'm in my Kindle all the time. When I be at work, on my Kindle. I come home, take a shower, on my Kindle. I love that thing. That was one of the best purchases I ever made. So, get y'all a Kindle. I want to do a video about my Kindle soon, but we'll see that. Another thing, I want to start getting into graphic design. I have this big, huge iPad right here, and I barely use it. I do use it. I use it for school now, but I don't feel like I'm using it to its highest capability. So get into that. Another thing the Lord had me do that was really pressing on me was, and like I said, if you talk to him, he will reveal it to you. Is going back to school. So I have my bachelor's already, and I took a break because I was like, I didn't want to. I thought I did apply for some master's programs in like public health, but I wasn't ready to go back to school. I was like, so I didn't, and I took some time off. And now I wish I did take that time off, as much time as I did. I wish I would have just taken a year off and just went back. But anyway, so I took that time off, and then I decided I want to go to nursing school. So I got back into nursing school. Well, I not got back into nursing school, but I got accepted to nursing school, and I'm currently in nursing school to be an RN. My career goals, we'll discuss career goals at another time, but I'm not just stopping at my RN. So that's that. So I'm currently in school, and that, if you have the desire to go to school, that takes up a lot of your time, and it keeps your mind from going idle. It keeps your mind from going to other places or thinking about, Lord, why am I still single, or where my man at, or stuff like that. So that's another thing. Next, I got a pet. I have a bunny. Her name is Daisy. Love of my life. She just turned 1, and I'll try to put some pictures up of her or some videos up of her. But love her to death. You don't need a child. Just get you a pet. If you one of those women, it's some women out here that really feel like a child is gonna help them with their loneliness or whatever. Girl, go get you a dog or a cat. Go get you a bunny. I got my bunny. She up in that room right now asleep, because they sleep during the day. She up in that room right now asleep. That's my girl. She already enough responsibility. She look at me like she own the place all the time. Like, oh, hey, you will feed me today. She look at me like I'm crazy. But that's my heart. So, get you a pet. If you feeling like I need somebody in here with me, get you a pet. another thing, if you're feeling lonely, talk to God. Talk to God. It is amazing what God will reveal to you when you just sit and talk to Him. It's amazing. When you talk to Him, read His Word. It's amazing the things He'll reveal to you. And you just don't even, like, stuff you prayed about a long time ago, or like sometimes He'll talk to you right then and there. Sometimes you have to wait, but he gonna speak to you. You seek Him, He gonna speak to you. So that's that. But going back to, like, just asking God what He wants you to do. That's how you embrace it. Like, ask God what He wants you to do and do it. I guarantee you, it's gonna keep your mind off of the extra stuff. It's gonna keep your mind off the extra stuff. And before you know it, God gonna bring who He needs, who He has for you in your life. Okay? I want to do a story time about a guy, the last guy I dealt with, and God told me to leave him alone because it was something. But I don't want to make this video too long. It's already long enough. But that first step of moving out of my parents' house, not saying I don't I love my parents to death. Love them down. They support me in everything that I do. But it was just time for me to be on my own. And if you can afford it, I know things are hard right now, but if you can afford it, girl, go live by yourself. Go live by yourself. It ain't no roommates and stuff. I had that all in college. Did not like that stuff. Did not like it. I started to cuss. Did not like it. Happened to, unless it's one of those things where, like, my biggest thing is the bathroom, I think. I had to share a bathroom with somebody. Hated it. If you got one of those things where you have your own bathroom, y'all probably gotta share the kitchen, living room, maybe. But sweetheart, if you can afford it, be by yourself. Be by yourself. And if you ask the Lord first and do it the right way, I guarantee you He gonna make it through. Help you make it through. He gonna help you pay your rent every month. On time. Just ask the Lord, okay? Just ask the Lord. The Lord, I am a living witness. Just letting y'all know. I got this is my apartment. I've been in my apartment, this will be in January. If I renew it again, it'd be 5 years. If I renew it again, it'd be 5 years. And have paid my rent every single month. New car out there. Pay it every single month. Because I asked the Lord first. If you get guidance from the Lord first, He'll work it out for you. Don't just be out here and doing stuff and not asking God about it first. Or you out here just getting stuff and you didn't ask the Lord about it first. Ask the Lord about it first before you make decisions like that. But I'm comfortable in my apartment. Love my apartment down. And I feel like this is my time to just be I'm not on my own because God got me, but like just doing things with God guiding me every step of the way. When I just left it, like gave my life to God, it was like, Lord, I fully submit to your plan for my life, not my plan. It started working out for me. So, and then like while I'm all doing this singleness stuff, all this stuff to embrace my singleness, when you minding your own business and not like asking the Lord, like, when you gonna make my man, Lord? You asking the Lord that every day? every day. He can't bring him because you so worried about it. He can't bring your husband if that's something you desire. If that's something you desire to get married. But like by me, I think I already shared this already. By me just doing what the Lord told me to do, by me just minding my business, minding my business. The Lord revealed to me who my husband is, and I don't know whenever the Lord guides me to do that story time, I will. It's a lot. The story time is a lot. Because I'm currently not with my husband. But we did date. Or you could say court. We did date. And the way things happen with us, nobody but God. But like I said, still waiting on the Lord. But if I think of anything else for this video, I will try to put it in here. But I know I did a rant. I was all over the place. Maybe I'll try to number stuff without editing. But I felt like it had to be said. It had to be said. And so just be you, embrace this time. This time is truly, truly a gift. Like, no children, no husband, truly, truly a gift. Because if you really think about in God's word, like all the things that a wife does, when y'all think about all the things that a wife does, it's beautiful, but it's like, so just this time by yourself, embrace it. And I'm still embracing it. And I still be like, sometimes I be like, Lord, I just want to get married and have my husband. But sometimes I be like, Lord, I just got to worry about me and nobody else. Like, maybe because I'm the kind of girl, I love spending time with myself. Oh, Julia. Like, I love myself. I love being just sitting by myself. I even told, like, men that I dated, I was like, I like my alone time sometimes. Just giving you heads up. Just giving you heads up. I like to be by myself sometimes, and I need you to accept that. But that's it. That's all. If you stayed this whole time, you a real one. But I just felt like I had to share. I wanted to share with everybody, and this might be a part 2. You never know. But I hope y'all have an amazing day, amazing week, amazing month. It has been a journey. But I thank God for it every day. But y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.